Should I tell my sister-in-law her husband is cheating on her? Too long didn't read. My soon-to-be sister-in-law bullied me for years. Now I know her husband-to-be is cheating on her. Should I tell her? It's been years since we've been in the same family, but ever since she joined, for lack of a better word, she has been awful to me. For example, the very first time I met her was when she was introduced to the family, and I stuck out my hand to her and said, "Hi, I'm name. It's nice to meet you." She stared at my hand and said, "Oh, I know," and turned and walked away. About 2 years in, I caught her online saying terrible things about me. I was friends with her on social media, but I think she forgot because she posted multiple statuses about me, and I know they were about me because she called me by name. She said things like she didn't know how I've made it so far in life without getting punched in the face. Or she had a dream she was walking with a cup of hot coffee and she ran into me and spit it all over my head, and she woke up laughing. I have social media, but don't get on it a lot. So when I eventually did get on and saw one of these statuses, I went to her page and found out she had been posting them for months, like 6 months. I ended up confronting her, in which I invited her out for lunch and I apologized if I had done something to offend her and asked if we could start over. And she said sure, but no attempt of an apology was made, and she stopped posting stuff online. But her behavior was remained cold and aggressive. She goes out of her way to ignore me at family events. She will get my husband and dogs gifts, but never me. She sent her wedding invitation to me with my maiden name, even though my husband and I have been married for 2 years. Just almost kind of spiteful. Now, my husband and his brother, her fiance, are all a part of the same friend group, and they often will get together and hang out at one of their houses. My husband came home one night from hanging out and told me his brother had snuck off into a bedroom with a girl, and he couldn't say something happened because he didn't see it, but he said they came out looking disheveled, and next time he went over, it happened again, twice. And it kept happening every time they would hang out. This girl would show up, sit in his brother's lap. They would eventually wander into the bedroom for a while and come back out. Then one time my husband slept over there. He had to get up early to come home and get ready for work. And he said when he got up, this girl was asleep on top of his brother on the couch. Now his brother's wedding is getting closer, and I'm having morality issues over whether I should tell her or not. Part of me genuinely wants to tell her, because if the roles were reversed, I would hope she would tell me. And then another part of me thinks again that she needs to know, but I shouldn't be the one to break the news. But my husband is the only person who knows, other than the friend of group, and he doesn't think it's his place to tell her either. But part of me admittedly is like, screw her, sucks to suck. Maybe she should have been nicer to me. And I know that's mean, but she's gone out of her way to be mean to me for years. And I need outsiders' perspectives. If you were in my shoes, what would you do? Now for the top comments, here's a comment from Digity. I think you may be looking at this the wrong way. This woman does not seem to think you deserving of any respect. So why would she respect what you tell her? She doesn't like you. She's never explained why, so let's assume it's just irritational. Would you trust her if she told your husband was cheating? Probably not. I think if you do tell her, it will become a hot mess that explodes in your face. She doesn't believe you. Makes a huge stink about it. Brother-in-law lies, because cheaters do that. Hubby might have your back. He might stick by his bro. You come out looking petty, small, and vicious. She might believe you and blame the messenger. Everything blows up. She blames you for the whole affair. I don't see a way for this not to go sideways on you. Tell Hubs if he isn't going to call his bro out or speak to the fiancé, you don't want to hear any more about the potential sexcapades. Here is a comment from Snake Lifritz, 89. I'm so petty. I would wait for her to find out another way. When she'd be crying about it, I'd just say, oh, I know, and leave. Here's a comment from Boots and Blue Eyes. To be completely honest, if you don't tell her, they may have a kid, and then you're stuck with her in the family forever. Not only that, but like she should know. Maybe do it on a burner social media account, pretending to be a friend of the girl he's cheating with. Next story. The guy, 20, that I'm 18 seeing is saying I cheated on him when we had not defined our relationship. Thoughts on the area between exclusivity and cheating? I've been seeing this guy for a month now. When he took me out for lunch, he was upfront that he only wanted sex, saying he just wanted to hit it for sex and that was all. Sex never happened, and days later was when he told me weeks after that he realized he fell in love with me. During that time, I was seeing other people casually on dates or making out and such, which I didn't see as cheating because he switched up and now is claiming I cheated on him and acting heartbroken. Is it considered cheating if we never discussed this? He never asked me out or said he wanted more from me. Edit. Now we are not dating, but still see each other. He wants me to be his girlfriend, and he has been doing couple stuff with me like cuddling, taking me out to dinner, buying me flowers or gifts. So this is of course confusing for me because of how we went back and forth with it. There's also still been no sex happening between us at all, so we've never gotten intimate. He said after he realized he wanted more, he wanted to wait as our relationship continued to grow. Basically, here's how our timeline is. We met, he took me out for lunch, and was honest about his intentions. No sex or anything happened from then to now. I was seeing other people too, because from him saying he just wanted sex, I didn't think he wanted a relationship since it sounded like he wanted something casual. I continued to see other people after only going on a date with him once. He wanted for us to see each other again, which was about the fourth or so time of us going out together, which was when I told him I was unsure if I wanted to see him anymore, as I was seeing other people. Guy proceeds to get upset asking if I was cheating on him, then says he expected some kind of exclusivity, as he was only seeing me. Now for the top comments. Here's a comment from Let There Be Fire. Oh, for f***'s sake. This guy is clearly either manipulative or extremely immature and entitled to the core. Just ignore him and move on with your life. Here's a comment from Jules79. There is an area. You were not in that area. There was no real relationship. He just wanted to bang you. I feel like maybe he is saying these things and acting like you did cheat so he can guilt you into still having sex with him. Block the guy. Delete his info and move on. You can easily find a dude who won't play games and fuck you around. Here's a comment from Aggressive Meat 1832. This reminds me of when a partner opens a relationship and then the other partner who was initially not interested ends up being the one to have side pieces. And the original partner gets mad and suddenly wants to close it. He clearly said he just wanted sex. Then you just have sex too with others and he gets mad. Too much effort, to be honest. There's no blame on you.